With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On first down, Dickerson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Young. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And now he'll tuck it and run.
When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. But what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And in the NFL Defensive Player of the Year back in 05, also Bears all-time leading tackle, almost 1,800 of them. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot, Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He gets it to Cooks. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Regular.
And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. He can run for it, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, full back. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
6-6. Pull it high. 36.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
52's the mic. Come on, D. No. Ozzy.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Your trick is here, baby. Your trick is here.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Cunningham. Man open, it's Moss complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Randy Moss, 42 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And he will take it back only to about the
At their own 13-yard line.
Come on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Final play of the half, Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Banjo.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and then ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, 66.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now Cunningham. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. New England on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Now.
Young on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Mike 52. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.
Well, that's how it go. That's how it go. I was on YouTube the other day and I seen a comment and it was like, it's amazing how EA will reward people that do stupid stuff, like stupidity. But, you know, you got to take punishment if you play the real way. And that was an example right there, man. He only won that game because his team had everything, man. The user AI, it plays such tight coverage, man. Hey, Jeremy, if that was you watching, man, you should go back and watch this game, man. That was crazy what he just did. I just got punished for just doing the right stuff. So, man, that was crazy. That was crazy. I'll be back, though. Ain't nothing. You just got to get through the riff raff. That's all. We'll be back. R.I.P.'s Juice. I don't know who that is. Oh. That was crazy, man. I'm out, man.